Chairman Jerome Powell. At this point, I'm sure every American citizen knows exactly who he is because he's the one that makes money printers go brrrr. That's a heck of an intro for today, guys. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Cowboy Cayman. Thanks so much for stopping by. We have a very interesting scenario presented in front of us. Chairman Powell once again holds tremendous power over the weight of the markets this week. Today marked the start of a two-day meeting with the Fed in which they're going to decide on what needs to be done more for the economy, if that's anything at all. He has to tiptoe a very interesting line, knowing that anything that he says will be taken quite literally by any investor and that it could have wide sweeping effects on the overall market, while still potentially playing devil's advocate, saying that maybe the economy doesn't need any more help from the Fed. Given that as of yesterday, we are now technically in a recession since the beginning of February, yeah, I don't see it outside either. He'll again need to make a very convincing case that he will use all the tools that the Fed has disposable to us while not making any policy changes whatsoever. As the Fed has said multiple times, they are not open to negative rates, at least as of right now. Should Powell fail to reassure investors that the Fed is going to use everything within their power to keep lending rates ultra low, that could have major impacts on the overall market, and that's not anything that anyone wants to see. So hopefully they're going to do what, I know they're not politicians, but they're going to do what politicians do very well and completely dance around the point, because that's what they need him to do. So that being said, what can you actually do to prepare for either outcome? This is the point in time where you need to really start thinking about how your investments are going to settle in the long term. I understand that like the airlines and the cruise ship industries along with several banks have just skyrocketed in the last month to 3 month time frame, but that's clearly not sustainable. So what you have to start doing with your stocks is to look in the long run and say, is this a good investment? Am I happy holding this for several years? Because if the answer is no, it is probably time to get rid of it. Taking some profit on stocks that you've had for several months that have skyrocketed very heavily due to this coronavirus recovery, it's not a bad idea to sell and take a little bit of the profit now, just to minimize potential downside later and help set you up better for long-term investments. On top of all this, the Dow and the S&P both ended the day negatively, while somehow the NASDAQ pulled through as always, technology leading the way, and in my humble opinion, will be leading the way for the rest of this recovery. That being said, guys, we're gonna keep it super short, super sweet today. Wasn't all that much going on in the news. Come back tomorrow to find out if anything else exciting has happened in the market and what to look forward to in the weeks to come. Thanks for stopping by the channel, guys. I'm Cowboy Cayman. Here's to the next one.